children, parents, teachers, and all the well-wishers, welcome back to another wonderful motivation. One of our St. John's community, a well-wisher, a motivator, a guide, a doctorate, has forwarded one beautiful article which can really help our St. John's community and all the viewers on YouTube. And coincidentally, that article is about my favorite. I have few favorite people, and one of my favorite is Ratan Tata ji. I like him. I like his principles, values of life. And this is a wonderful interview to a radio. So I want to read those lines, the very lines of Ratan Tata ji. And I thank the well-wisher who has forwarded this article to me. So I'm presenting for all of you this beautiful lines which can really have a great impact on our minds. Being on this earth, there is a purpose of life. Let us see this Ratan Tata ji. When Indian billionaire Ratan Ji Tata was asked by the radio presenter in a telephone interview, radio presenter having an interview in telephone and asked these questions. Sir, what do you remember when you got the happiest moment in life? So the first question is, sir, what do you remember? Ratan Ji Tata said, I have gone through 4 stages of happiness in life and I find and finally understood the meaning of true happiness. I have gone through many stages, but he summed it up as 4 stages. Human life also 4 stages: infant, child, adult, and old, like that. But true happiness he found. The first stage was, he named it as first stage, to accumulate wealth and resources. We all do that. Once we finish our education, accumulating wealth, every human being, whatever we earn, we try to save our FDs, our RDs, accumulating wealth and accumulating resources, having the properties, that, this, planning so much. So he also, his first stage was accumulating wealth and this resources. But at this stage, I didn't get the happiness I wanted. He openly said to the interviewer, at this stage, though I am accumulating a lot of wealth and resources, but I didn't get the happiness what I wanted. Everyone, we all think that this, if I go there, I get the happiness. If I eat this, I get the happiness. He also wanted some kind of happiness in his life, but in the first stage, he was disappointed. He didn't get. Then came the second stage of collecting valuables and items. The second stage, he named collecting valuables and items. We also collect valuables, this metal, that metal, yellow metal, white metal. And we collect items and we keep them, we preserve them, we store them, we put them in the lockers. But I realized that the effect of this thing also temporary, and the luster of precious things does not last long. We get precious things from various places. We try to keep them safely in the safes, in the iron safes. But it will not last long. He experienced, Ratan Ji Tata experienced. At this line, at this stage, I also was disappointed once. When I went for shopping, I liked one beautiful designer clothing. beautiful long frock like long lehenga, and the top is with that kind of copper. It's a rare color combination. The copper luster was on that color. I have never seen such color. And the top was with the beautiful work of the golden metal threads and here and there. It looked so stunning. I bought it and I wore it on a New Year's Day. I enjoyed. January, I really enjoyed wearing it, and I had a wonderful pictures of that beautiful dress. That was 2020 New Year. And March lockdown, 6 to 8 months didn't go anywhere. Though we were working online, there is no opportunity for me to wear that designer dress. 2020 completed, 21 completed, and at the end of 21, 22, that is only 1.5 to 2 years, though I kept that beautiful designer dress in a cloth bag and kept nicely in safe, Godrej safe, because it has a beautiful work and that copper tinge in that color of dress. And just a month back when I thought, okay, let me see this dress, maybe, because now we are all going for different functions and we have a celebration began. When I opened, it was such a disappointment. The copper luster was faded to the dull brown. The whole that metal is, it's so called the good designer clothing. But they don't last long, not even 1.5 years. Without even opening, we just kept like that, but it lost that shine, that luster, that color was faded. I was really disappointed. It's not the original anymore. So the second stage of Ratan Ji Tata, when he's collecting valuables and he thought maybe he gets some happiness, but that was also not. So he was not happy with collecting the valuables or collecting those items which may last long, we think, but they are also temporary. Then came the third phase of getting a big project. Now, okay, materialistic collection, money, treasure, prize, metals is 1, 2 stage. Third, big project, that is our professional, maybe our calling, our vocation. So, getting a big project is his third phase of life. That was when I had 95% of a diesel supply in India and Africa. So those days he was supplying 95% of diesel supplier in India and Africa. I was also the owner of the largest steel factory in India and Asia, Tata Steel. We all know about Tata Steel, and he's the owner of that. But listen to his lines. But even here I did not get the happiness that I had imagined. Even after getting a big project in India and Africa and owning a big steel company in India and biggest in the Asia, he did not get the happiness what he imagined that he gets after having these kind of things. The fourth step was when a friend of mine asked me to buy wheelchairs for some disabled children. So Ratanji's friend asked, Ratan, see, they do a lot of charity, but he asked, kindly buy some wheelchairs for the disabled children. Friend works with disabled children. Almost 200 children are in need of wheelchairs. So, at the behest, immediately the command of the friend, the order of the friend, I immediately bought wheelchairs. He lacks nothing. Within a second, he can provide. He is a top charity giver, Tata. So immediately he bought wheelchairs, 200. But the friend insisted that I go with him and hand over the wheelchairs to the children. Okay, I bought, you can take it. But the friend insisted, no, no, Ratan, you're my friend, right? It's not just buying. Kindly come along with me. Let us go, and you are handing over the wheelchairs to these disabled children. I got ready and went with him. There I gave these children these wheelchairs with my own hands. So you can't say no to friend. We can say no to anyone, but to friend we don't say, right? So Ratan Ji Tata also, okay, fine, as you wished. And then they got dressed up. Both of them went to that disabled home, and with his own hands he started handing over the wheelchairs. They're expensive wheelchairs. Because he's Ratan Tata, he bought 200 wheelchairs with a fraction of seconds, and he went with a friend to hand over these wheelchairs to those disabled children. He started distributing with his own hands. I saw a strange glow of happiness on the faces of these children. When I am giving these wheelchairs to those disabled children, I saw a strange glow in their faces. Strange glow which really, touched my heart. I saw them all sitting in wheelchairs, running, walking, that is moving the wheels of the wheelchairs, having fun. It's a huge hall. Then they all immediately, they have the glow, the happiness is immense. They sat on the wheelchair and they were having great fun moving here and there in that wheelchair. It was as if they had reached a picnic spot when they were sharing a winning gift. Beautiful lines of Ratan Ji. He said, it's like, the minute I saw around with the wheelchairs, children moving here and there, it was like a picnic spot for them. It's like they are all enjoying that moment as if there is a winning gift. They won this gift of life. That's what is reflecting in those beautiful children's faces. I felt real happiness inside. The stage 1 of accumulating wealth and resources, stage 2 of accumulating precious metals items, stage 3 of grabbing a big project of 95% diesel given in India and Africa, and owning a big company of steel company have not given this happiness in Ratan Ji, but he got some kind of new happiness, real. He named it as real happiness inside. When I decided to leave, he felt very happy looking at those beautiful children. And he clapped for them and he said, okay, I decided, thank you so much. And he's turning back. When he's decided to leave, one of the kids grabbed my leg. So one kid was in the wheelchair, came fast in the wheelchair, grabbed the leg of Ratan Tata. I tried to slowly release my legs, but the child looked at my face and held my legs tight. So he was about to leave. One child came, held the legs of Ratan Tata. He slowly, because children know usually slowly we release their hands. Okay, see you again. I'll come back again. Bye-bye. Maybe he wanted to, but the child tightly held the legs, looked into the face of Ratan Tata up. Ratan Tata is a beautiful, very handsome man, tall and handsome. And looked into the face of Ratan Tata, held the legs tight. Then he thought something. I leaned over, Ratan Tata leaned over and asked the child slowly, do you need anything else? Why are you grabbing my legs? That was the question in his mind. So he thought maybe this child needs something else. This is the way the child wanted to express. That's why he leaned over and he said, do you need anything else? The answer this kid gave me not only shocked me but also completely changed my outlook towards life. Then immediately that young little child answered when he asked, "Do you need anything else?" But the young child answered, it shocked him, shocked Ratanji. Not only gave a shock, but also totally the life, his approach towards life is totally changed. That's why we don't know from where our turning point comes. We need to grab every opportunity to learn and be a better version of ourselves. And what this child said? Looking into the face of Ratan Tata, looking into the eyes of Ratan Tata, this child said, "I want to remember your face so that when I meet you in heaven, I can recognize you and thank you once again." Beautiful lines. He never expected such kind of talk from anyone. Held the legs. You just imagine how much the child heart was so happy, how much it meant that wheelchair for that child in this world as a disabled child. And maybe the child knows this is not permanent, it is temporary, but he will be in heaven one day. Even in heaven, he doesn't want to miss the face of this beautiful face of Ratan Tata. That's why making 100% sure to look at the face and saying, "I want to remember your face so that when I meet you in heaven, when I meet you, for sure, me and you will be there in heaven." Look at the beautiful heart of the child. When I meet you in heaven, I can recognize you and thank you once again, because now I'm thanking. Don't know whether we meet again or not. Don't know what chronic ill health that child has. Don't know how long that child can live. Don't know how long Ratan Tata there. But still, when I meet you, I want to recognize you and I want to thank you once again. Love and kindness are the only treasures which fills your heart with happiness and peace. Rest are just illusion. The last lines of Ratan Tata on that Tata ji on that particular interview: love and kindness. Only these two, not treasures, not metals, not precious things, not big projects, not your name and fame on this planet Earth, not owning a big company or an institution or a big house of, business. But what is it? Love and kindness are the only treasures which fills your heart with happiness and peace. Happiness and peace. Rest are just illusion. We only imagine it's an illusion, but not reality. What a beautiful interview given by our Ratan Tata ji. Be kind always. You can win the wars with love. You can win your enemy's heart with love. You can win someone who hates you. You can win them with love. Not just materialistic gifts, bribes, all illusion, nothing else. Such a wonderful article I wanted to share with all my St. John's community. Ratanji is a bundle of packed with values, ethics, morals. Even at this age of 80s, he traveled to go and meet one of his employees who is down and sick, because he can send a check or he can send someone with a gift. He want to go sit with that employee, spend little time, give that love and kindness. I want all the students, parents and teachers and myself. Let us learn this lesson of love and kindness. Definitely, it touches many lives and it will be a complete happiness, complete life of living. Be blessed. Have a nice day.